There you go, just pretty typical of what I've been catching. It's been hard for me to put this Ned rig down. I've been catching a lot of fish on the Ned rig. Just nice, beautiful, healthy Clear Lake bass. Yeah, probably catching 40, 50 of these a day, just covering a lot of water, trying new banks. It's just, you know, it's strange. I got some friends that are struggling, and some guys like me are just wearing them out. So don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's just luck, but anyway, that's real typical of what I've been doing. Just simple. Oh, well, hello my friends, and welcome back to the channel. Anyway, I figured I better get my fishing report in before it gets too dark. I've been spending a ton of time on the water this week, and I've been fishing all the way till dark because I just been having an absolute freaking blast. But anyway, that's what's kind of strange about this week. I've got some of my friends that are really good fishermen. They're struggling this week, but man, I've had an awesome week, but a rough day. Today's been a little tough on me, and we'll get into that, but the week's been absolutely fantastic for me. I've been just whacking them on the Ned rig and the chatterbait, and you know, it's just the same as last week's report. It's just I just duplicated a bunch of that, but then the weather went and changed on us. The rain showed up. You can see we got beautiful overcast skies right now. And I tried to make the adjustment. Well, you know, it's been summer, spring, and fall all this week. Well, I finally think fall is here to stay for us. So I'm trying to get the fall baits wrapped around my head. I didn't tie my A-rig on today. I probably should. I threw the underspin quite a bit. I threw the jig quite a bit. Threw the chatterbait some. I threw that spook a ton. I went through some areas that just flat should be able to get a topwater bite, trying to force it, because let's just face it, I think I know everything there is to know about fishing, so the fish should do what I want, not what they want. But guess what? It don't work that way, and the fish did not cooperate. But I did catch some fish today, and I'm still catching fish. The bite's been better for me in the evening, so I'm still excited about the couple hours I've got left. But Ned rig has been number one, and it's just, you know, just let me tell you, see, I watched Randy today. Oh, it's Intuitive Fisherman. God, come on, everybody knows him. But he did a deal on Ned rig. Go watch that. He shared some juice today, baby. He shared some love, and I didn't fish my schools today. I'm just trying all new stuff because of the weather conditions changing. But I can't wait to go try what he showed us today. I bet that's going to really be a good follow-up bait for me in some of the areas that I've been fishing. But anyway, conditions. When I started out today, I was 68 degrees. Right now, well, let me just show you here. Right now we are at 71.7 degrees, so that's a surprise. You can see it's been overcast like this. I'm just hiding behind, I'm in a little safe cove here on the backside of Rattlesnake, this famous spot. This isn't where I'm poking my fishies, so don't get excited thinking you just found a spot. This is just a good little hideaway to do the report. So the water temperatures have been high 60s, low 70s. I think that's going to change. We still have a little more weather coming. We got some more rain coming here in a couple days. So that's all exciting, and that should really change things up for the better. There's still a ton of big fish biting. I have not got me a big one this week. The biggest one I got this week was a 4-pounder, but man, I've got the numbers. I've caught so many fish, and I've just had an absolute blast with it. But the water clarity, that's something that's still surprisingly nice. I spent the majority of my time in the Narrows and in the Rattlesnake Arm this week, and I'm still finding up to 3 foot of visibility, which is amazing. They sprayed inside the oaks, so I was getting excited that the fish might be moving into the oaks. I fished at the mouth of it today. I got one fish on a Ned rig, but all that beautiful grass I had in my channel, all that's been sprayed, so it's going to be interesting to see if pushes things back or just what happens. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on that for you guys. I got water temp, water level. I didn't check the Rumsey, but it's probably 2 inches lower than it was last week. We got a little bit of rain, and I don't know if they're letting a ton of water out right now, but the water level is getting to the point that areas a month ago where you didn't have to worry running through, especially down here in the lower end of Rattlesnake, there's some of these rock piles are getting pretty skinny. So use caution when you get up here in the areas where you know there's rocks. It's getting to that point that Some of them are already kissing the surface that are down on the very far end, but some of these out here towards the center where you'd think you'd be pretty safe, just be cautious in those areas. A lot of these rock piles are getting into that 3-4 foot depth, so it could become an issue real quick. And so just take that seriously. It's that time of the year where the conditions are changing, and with that water level, it's just a complete different lake, especially for you guys that don't come up here for a month at a time. Really throw a study on the area that you're wanting to fish before you go blasting through an area, because like I say, 2 months ago it's not the same, so use caution. Anyway, other than that, having an absolute blast this week. There's a tournament coming up at the end of this week, so I'm still going to be sharing a bite with you guys, but I'm not going to be able to share all the love that I want to share with you at this point, but we'll make it up for you after the tournament. And hey, you guys want to fish a fun tournament? It looks like that Yamamoto tournament, it's on my Facebook page, and I'll post a picture of it on here also. It looks like that's just going to be a really fun tournament, so if you guys been looking to do a fun tournament up here and just to come up and have your shot at all the locals and some of the other guys that really know this lake, it might be a fun one for you to get up here and take a stab at. But anyway, I've been meeting a lot of subscribers, and I just want to remind you guys, when you see me, feel free to come up and say hello. You're not going to bother me at all. I absolutely love meeting you guys and saying hello, so don't ever think you're intruding or getting in my way. I want to meet you and say hello, so you're always welcome to sneak over and say hello. And I'll tell you a fishing story. It might be a lie, it might be true. You never know. That'll be up to you to figure out. But anyway, I appreciate you guys following along. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate you double checking to make sure you're still subscribed. I still haven't hit that 4,000. I guess I'm gonna have to do a giveaway. It's just the channel's not good enough to get me there, so I guess I'm gonna have to give away some good stuff. So I'll look into doing a giveaway here pretty soon. But other than that, I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. Remember, when you get up here, treat people the way you want to be treated. Always respect that resource, and peace out, baby.